Welcome back, everyone, to Dynamic AI Tech. JP here. Now, if you haven't already done so, could you guys please hit that like and subscribe button, because we are definitely getting the word out by finding free or highly discounted AI generation programs, because my goodness, we know how expensive costs can get as content creators. So if you've been using Suno to make AI songs, you might be thinking, do I really need another AI music tool? Well, let me show you why this tool might be beneficial if you are a musician or a producer. This new platform is called MusicCreator AI, and on the surface, it kind of looks like Suno. You type a prompt, it turns your ideas or lyrics into full songs with vocals if you want. So stick around, because I'm going to be doing a deep dive into the software to see if this program is good for you and good for me as a music producer. So it's built not just for one-click songs, but as a toolbox for people who actually work with audio. Alongside the AI music and lyrics generator, you've got things like a vocal remover, a stem splitter. You can master your tracks. It even has MIDI and audio analysis tools all living in the same place. And everything you generate is advertised as 100% royalty-free music that you own. So you can drop it straight into your YouTube videos, your podcasts, games, or client projects without worrying about weird licensing surprises. All right, let's dive into the software and see how we like it. Okay, so here we are just on the home page. So all I'm gonna do is hit create music now. Oh, right here, you can roll the dice. It can create ideas and themes and topics for you, but we're just gonna go and press create music. It just brings you to the same place anyway. And here we are, here's the main dashboard. And on the left side, let me just go over this menu real quick. AI music generator, just like Suno, AI lyrics generator, AI vocal remover, AI stem splitter, AI singing voice generator, very cool stuff, you guys. AI song cover generator, AI music mastering, and we're going to go over these one by one very briefly. And then here's an AI MIDI editor, AI audio to MIDI, very cool, very different, that's unique. Key and BPM finder and BPM tapper. Let's go up here to AI music generator. As you can see, I have created a couple songs already, and I actually compared these songs to Suno. So my prompt was 80s pop, synthwave, jazz for this, and I did the same thing in Suno. And coincidentally, Suno and MusicCreator AI came up with the same exact title to these songs. So let me just let you listen to this and get an idea of quality. Real quick, that tenor sax sounds amazing for an AI generation. Let's keep going. Very rich, but let's go over to Suno and just compare the two tracks, okay? Here's Suno, the same exact prompt. Streetlights flicker, lost in your yeah, a little bit of a different feel. And yeah, they both have lyrics in them, vocals. But the quality it's pretty outstanding. Compared to what AI music was a year ago, my goodness, they have come leaps and bounds within the last year. If you're familiar with Suno, you know how this works. You can just choose a mood. You put your prompt in here. You can create instrumental only. I create a lot of background tracks for my videos, so I just toggle this on. And if you look down here, this is interesting how this is kind of buried. This is a very interesting and unique feature. Turn photo to music. And let's just click that for a second. This is kind of cool. So you upload your image and then you add information and then it generates a song based on the photo. Why don't we try that real quick? You know what? I'm not even going to type in. So let's go ahead and generate music. Okay, so here we are. It's Springtime Connection. There's the name. And here's the music. Let's take a listen.
Soft sunlight falls through cherry trees. We sit together, time seems to...
Yeah, so that did a pretty good job, right? Even this thumbnail looks like the picture that we uploaded, right? So nice job, nice job. Okay. Like I said before, this is kind of a neat feature that was sandwiched on the bottom. But what is this? Write an awesome rap. Let's just click that and see what happens. It's just generating more music. That's it. And then what's this? Create a happy. Yeah. So my suggestion to you, MusicCreator AI, is to move this turn photo to music and pop it over here to the main menu, because that is a cool feature. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. AI lyrics generator. This is just your standard lyric generator, you guys. Nothing special about this. AI vocal remover and sweet melody. Okay, so this is an AI track I created in Suno, and I just uploaded it here. And if you look on the right side, it did split a few of the stems. And here we go, the drums, the vocal, and the bass. And yeah, so it split 4 stems for me. Okay, nice. This is not even called a stem splitter, so that was a nice surprise. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, I should be able to remove the vocal, so let's come down here to vocal and play it. Yep. So here's the volume. And then when you're done with this, when you've removed your vocals, you can just come over here and then download the track. It's as easy as that. Okay, AI stem splitter. Now Suno does have a stem splitter and does a really great job of that. So I did upload the same track here, and let's see what happens. Okay, so vocal remover and stem splitter did the same thing. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see, bass, vocals, drums. And if I'm missing something, please someone leave a comment below and let me know if I'm not seeing something here. So, and by the way, I did leave a link in the description below to this software if you want to check it out. It does have a free trial, or it gives you a couple credits to try it out for free. And yes, if you do click on it and you do make a purchase, I am an affiliate, so I would make a small amount of money on this one. So thank you all so much. If you do decide to purchase the software, just use the link below. Okay, so the stem splitter, it did a decent job at splitting the stems, right? It did what it said it was going to do. So this one here is AI singing voice generator. And I believe this is if you're going to create a persona. Like Suno has a function or feature called persona, where once it generates a song and you like the voice, you can stamp that voice, save the voice, and you can apply it to different audio tracks or different prompts. But to do this, to train this one, you're going to upload the file, you're going to name it, you're going to give it an image or a face, I should say, and then uploaded seconds. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know what this is here, what this is. I'm going to have to come back and check this out. Anyway, so that's AI singing voice generator. And this is kind of neat, AI song cover generator. So this voice Chris is, like I said, from AI singing voice generator, and this would be my voice, and I just renamed it Chris. But there's a library of other artists here that you can use, and I uploaded a song called Sweet Jealousy, and I applied a Justin Bieber voice, and right, you just upload the audio here, and this is how the track came out.
Your forgiving hearts has found me here and torn apart.
And for the record, that's not me. That's Justin Bieber. I am not a professional vocalist. I am an instrumentalist who sings, but my voice is definitely better than how this came out.
You welcomed me and renewed my strength.
It doesn't sound good. But again, it could be the track that I uploaded. I would want to come back and play around with these voices here. And again, you can create your own voice models, but you know, AI is not perfect. It's how we prompt it. It's our inputs that really matter. And my inputs could have been off. So I definitely want to come back and play around with this. But this was kind of fun. Okay, let's go to music mastering. Now this is neat. So if you use DAW like Logic or Pro Tools or Cubase and programs like that, or even Audacity, and you export your file, your track in and of itself is not going to be radio ready. What you need to do is master the file so it's loud enough and beefy enough to be played or uploaded to the major streaming platforms like Apple, like Amazon, Spotify, Pandora. But you need to master it. You need to make it sound better, and that's what this is good for. Now listen to the difference between the original track of this summertime song and the mastered track. Let me know if you hear the difference. Let's go to the mastered version. Let's back it up to the same spot. Yeah, so there's a significant difference in decibels in volume there. So that's why this is really great for music producers and for musicians to bring their track up to radio-ready volume, right? So good stuff. Nicely done, MusicCreator AI. All right, so here we are on the AI MIDI editor. It's got its practicality, so you can choose your instrument and then, okay, not bad, okay. And then what's cool about this is you can pencil in your MIDI notes. I'm just randomly drawing in notes here. And then you can extend them. So what I think this is good for, though, is creating manual drum beats. If I go here to rhythm track and I choose a drum set, if you push the keyboard over here, you can sample the sound of each instrument. And here's the kick drum, and you can just plug in. Oop, I missed that, so let's drag that down here. I can just plug in on the beat where I want the kick drum, and I think this is, yeah, there's snare. I can plug the snare in. And I'm going to show you something really cool in a second here. I'm going to do kick, snare, and hi-hat. Let's do a hi-hat, which is here. So 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm staying just within a measure here, but I'm going to go over here and click the select tool, and I'm only going to spend another minute on here. I'm going to drag all these back to measure 1. There we go, measure 1. And what's cool is you can do something called quantize. Now, if you're a musician, producer, you understand what quantize is. It resets all the beats right onto the digital beat. So if I drew the line or drew the beat off, if I like drew it, oh, it's actually quantizing it for me. So it's putting it right on the line. But if I didn't draw it on the line, quantize would fix that problem. Okay, and I would do that by selecting everything, going to edit, coming down here and pressing quantize. So, and once you're happy with your MIDI file, you can come up here and you can export it as an MP3 or WAV file, or you could download the MIDI file to use in your favorite digital audio workstation, your favorite DAW. So you could also plug in a MIDI instrument. I have an Akai MPK Mini in front of me, and it is connected, so I can play the beats. And you can record right here. You press record, and yeah, you're going to need a metronome, right? So the program is a little quirky. It takes a little bit to figure it out. But you would, let's say, I'm going to set it here. I'm going to press record. Okay. So that should have recorded it. And there it is. So I recorded it and I played it off beat. So I'm going to do a quick quantize. I'm selecting all, going to edit, quantizing, and there you go. It quantizes it right on the beat. So anyway, a lot of cool functionality in here. So nice MusicCreator AI. I feel like you could do a lot more with this, maybe make it a little bit easier to navigate. But otherwise, you know, pretty good for basic MIDI stuff. Not bad. Okay, let's go over here. And this I like a lot, this audio to MIDI. So this is kind of cool. If you record a piano, right, an acoustic piano, and you want to turn all your notes to MIDI, it will do that. Just upload the file here, and I've done that before, and it does a pretty good job at transferring or translating into MIDI. Key and BPM Finder, you guys know what that is, and BPM Tapper, just try tapping the beat. You know, I'm just clicking on it. You can tap the beats per minute. Pretty standard stuff, you guys. But anyway, that wraps up my quick demonstration, my quick tutorial on MusicCreator AI. The link is below in the description if you guys want to check that out. That'd be cool. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Again, we're getting the word out about finding free or highly discounted AI generation programs, and I will see you all on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.